When social media means that most children can type better than ever I could, the decline in traditional reading, as is demonstrated in reports today, particularly in the Financial Times, and the rise of audiobooks in classrooms is an alternative, is a fascinating reflection of how modern technology and shifting cultural priorities are reshaping our relationship with literature. Once a symbol of intellectual ambition, long novels like Ulysses or Infinite Jest have ceded ground to TikTok trends and streaming services, and even at cocktail parties where where book critics gather. There are now confessions of neglected bookshelves and late night doom scrolling, and social media's carefully engineered dopamine hits have made reading feel, by comparison, laborious. Platforms like TikTok, ironically the source of the term brain rot, draw users into an endless loop of content that dulls focus. And this environment challenges the sustained attention required for deep reading, undermining the practice of critical thinking, empathy, and introspection. The Reading Agency reports that only half of UK adults read for pleasure, with lapsed readers lamenting their lost habit. And among children, reading enjoyment has plummeted, with just 1 in 3 reporting pleasure in the activity, its lowest level in 2 decades. Teachers describe curricula so packed with fostering reading for pleasure that it becomes an afterthought. Audiobooks offer a reprieve, but we're focused on throwing so much data at children and so much activity that there almost isn't the time to sit down and read. I remember lessons as a child where there was a joy of being told today is a reading lesson. And I also remember lessons as an adult and as head of English in a school where there was really no time to give children any opportunity to read silently. And in fact, asking children to read silently was almost always a recipe for noise and distraction. Audiobooks, they make literature accessible through during daily commutes or while multitasking. Their advocates, such as the National Literacy Trust, highlight benefits like accessibility for struggling readers, the engagement of hearing stories performed. Yet critics caution against over-reliance, arguing that audiobooks lack the deeper connection fostered by reading text. I must say I like the idea, I like the habit of listening to an audiobook and having the text in front of me. Reading is more than I can scribble. Reading is more than escapism. It's an antidote to stress. It's a builder of empathy and a means of intellectual exercise. And studies show that even 6 minutes of reading a day can dramatically reduce stress, while consistent deep reading improves focus and creativity. And without this engagement, the intellectual benefits of literature risk becoming an invisible privilege. Practical solutions abound. Bibliotherapists like Ella Berthold prescribe personalized reading strategies, from starting with novellas to experimenting with audiobooks, and schools must prioritize reading for pleasure, ensuring it remains integral rather than ancillary. On an intellectual level, reclaiming an hour from screen time daily could restore the habit and reconnect us with transformative books, with the transformative power of books. And as technology reshapes our engagement with stories, the choice is not between books and screens, but between deliberate intellectual nourishment and passive consumption, whether through a printed page, an audiobook, or a well-timed hula hoop. The rewards of reconnecting with literature are immense and perhaps vital.